Craig back with you in the sports cabin. We got the big practice session down at NRG for the Final Four tomorrow, and then the semis will go on Saturday, the two games at NRG. So as we get closer to all of that with the Final Four here in town, I, though, today wanted to go back to the one that New Orleans, one of several they've gotten in New Orleans, this one in 1982. It was Houston, North Carolina, Louisville, and Georgetown. What a collection of hoopsters. Channel 2, by the way, was the only television station in this town granted full media access in the Superdome. To get that, you had to cover every stop along the way, and we did, covering wins by U of H in the regionals over Alcorn, Tulsa, Missouri, and finally Boston College, and then it was on to the Final Four. A certain sports guy at Channel 11 wasn't pleased that despite CBS having the tourney for the very first year, he couldn't get into the team locker rooms right away. I'm not going to name him, but he is the lieutenant governor. Houston had drawn North Carolina in a first semifinal game. The Coogs were rattled big time out of the gate. Carolina led 14-0 before Clyde hit a short jumper to get Houston on the board. But things got tighter in a hurry thanks to Larry Mishaw, and it was North Carolina by just 2 at the half, 31-29. Rob Williams had partied the night before. Michael Young had the flu. Williams 0 for 8 from the field, while Sam Perkins led the Heels with 25. Houston lost that game 68-63. The slow start killed him. I happen to be sitting courtside next to the crusty poet of Sports Illustrated and NBC Sports, now the late Pete Axthelm. He looked like he'd really had fun the night before. Pete looked at me about midway through the first half and said simply, "French Quarter 28, Axthelm nothing." I got it. I went to the locker rooms to get reaction when the game was over, and I remember one guy sitting by his locker with no reporters around him, despite the fact that he had 18 points in that game. It was the freshman Mike Jordan. 2 nights later, he hit a winning jump shot against Georgetown, and Carolina had the national championship. Afterwards, Mike Jordan told every reporter he was Michael Jordan, not Mike. We made the correction. This is Craig Roberts on Click to Houston.